wants to last forever. All that's good just seems to pass. The insight you had that you gave to us freely, you made our view grow brighter and clearer by passing through your glass. And now that we are on our own, the rain has gotten wetter. All the clouds are more dark, but we will make these things better. Your keen eyes for observation, peering out for duty's need. I had been blessed when they settled upon me. Flawed and foolish, it was all agreed. As time went on, we grew closer. Little secrets get revealed, and all together we could work magic. You helped me to understand the need. Your strength, our shield. And now that we are on our own, the rain has gotten wetter. All the clouds are more dark, but we will make these things better. One less soul who knows our secrets, another spirit roaming free. For sure I know we'll take heed of the whispers left in our ears like shadows that could be. We have dreams and inner demons. We push on through our regret. We're thinking about all the joy and our victories, even while sadness snares us in its net. So I know that we'll remember, even if we need you now. It's easy to stop
said, I don't want to be with you anymore. But
I believe in you. I believe in your mind. With the knowledge you've moved on without me. You've moved on with life, and your memories stay. Oh, without me there. I believe in your mind. Though it's been oh yes, I've stayed here for you. Though the time piles on, I wait for you. Oh yeah.
you know, all my memories.
Oh, I believe in you. I haven't seen you for a week. I'm worried, but where's the money? There's certainly no way you would you? You wouldn't dare to leave me, no, not at all. I wasn't followed, so please return my call. I doubled back, I knocked 3 times. The door was open wide. All the wool in our bed sliced and turned outside. You wouldn't dare to leave me, not with all I know.
I forgot I don't have the same music playlist going. I plan to keep the music going. But switched it out like a genius. Hello? I'm stuck. Door's stuck. Door's stuck. Door's stuck. We're off to a good start. Hi. I can't clamber over any of this place. And I can't close the door. So the server, I think, restarted while I was changing my clothes. You change your clothes in here. The door opens outwards towards everything, you know, out there. Normal door. Normally it would open inwards this way against the wall, right? Good design. When you walk in, when you walk out, door stuck. Door stuck. Sorry. Bit of an old meme. But unfortunately, I'm stuck. The only thing I can do is shout for help. I don't really know how else to get out. I mean, I do. Look, okay, so I hate every time I stream RedM, I end up immediately doing something completely roleplay breaking, but I tried, okay? I really thought I could get out through that way. Nope, door's stuck. Door is stuck. I did it. That way, please. There we go. Door stuck. Now that I'm done with my obligatory, complete, absolute, objective failure of roleplay, let's have a normal day, okay? Let's have a normal day where the stream runs okay, where nothing awkward happens, the game doesn't crash. Let's have a normal day. Anyway, onto my normal day. This coat has seen an awkward number of cougar attacks. So, I think, as most would assume, I need to replace this coat. Been ripped to shreds. Ma's old coat lasted less than a week, but I don't know what to get. None of these other new coats seem to suit my fit. Of course, I could just get no regular cheap coat to throw on. But I thought I would peruse and buy something before logging on. And then I had issues that I ended up having to troubleshoot. So I hadn't picked one out, sadly. The hat's a bit over the top. I don't think I should be wearing the hat. Not all the time. It's a nice hat for a day out on the town. But to just wear out and about, it feels too fancy. So let's have a look here. Got some. This is like a nice long stir. Why not get it in white? It's a very odd choice of colors, but matching red and black seems so boring to me. Dark brown with fur. You know, hey, look, we got our new coat. There we go. Off the boat, that coat is destroyed. So we're replacing Ma's coat. There. The hat works. The hat's not so bad. How does the stream look? I think the settings are fine. Let me test the settings are fine real quick. They are the settings I left them on. I just hope that... I hope the stream runs okay today. That's all. Long shadows shouldn't be on. Hey mods, how you doing? It's been a long time. I have finally found a nice reason to come back to streaming. After being addicted to a couple of new games, I found one I've always wanted to stream but never been able to, and persisted through some awkward settings to finally get it to work pretty okay in OBS. It used to run like utter garbage, but it runs pretty okay at the moment. Let's get Arizona. Arizona? Arizona. I guess we're on foot for the time being. Oh well. I don't know where Arizona is. So, off stream, what have I been playing? For the past month, it's been Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Online, Red Dead Offline, Private Lobby, Red Dead. It's been a lot of this game for the past month. But before then, I've been waiting for Nicolas Cage to release. He's got his first own official licensed game. The Nicolas Cage video game is coming out this month, so I'm excited for that. Before then, what was it? I did play a bit of No Man's Sky off stream, but I have played other games. I'm actually like memory failing me at the moment. Also, speaking of speaking of failing, what? There's no NPCs, and there's... Oh no, I got logged out in the clothes cupboard. I haven't logged into the clothes dimension, have I? I'm... okay. Have I logged into the clothes dimension? Alright. Let me bring Steam up so I can actually read out my recently played games, because I'm drawing a blank. It's mostly been Red Dead for the past few weeks. There were other games. There is an officially licensed Nicolas Cage game coming out. It's the first ever official licensed Nicolas Cage game. It's got a bunch of other characters. You don't worry about those though. It's an official licensed Nicolas Cage TM actual release. And since it's the first Nicolas Cage TM, I'm pretty excited to go play that. Played Little Gator game off stream for a little while. I've been playing DayZ with Mama Raiden for a little while. Bit of Ultra Kill. Dead by Daylight a little bit when he was released on the PTB. And then the first time we tried getting Red Dead working on stream, I loaded up Dirt Rally because I had to wait for patches and stuff. It's been a while though since I've been properly streaming. And since I'm playing Red Dead basically daily, it's a nice way to get back into streaming. I hear my horse. That's good. I don't see any NPCs. Hear a dog over here. Have I woken up in the Shadow Realm? I don't know if am I talking out loud? I don't know where. I whistle for my horse. I hear the horse. But I don't see a single soul in the game. I think I've woken up in the Shadow Realm. Look. Short of restarting the game from scratch, I have to just hope I haven't completely, like... NPC! NPC! There's an NPC! Ma'am? Where's the rest of the town? Do you know where anyone else is? Have you seen anyone else in Blackwater? What is... Okay, I might actually have to restart my game and hope that the character isn't shadow banned for, like, the clothes dimension. I bought my new code! Let me check real quick. 'Cause I am fairly certain I am in the clothes dimension. I cursed myself. We woke up, door stuck, and I said I want to have a normal day today, and I've somehow put myself in the clothes dimension. Good. No, this is brilliant. This is one for the record books. It's a ghost town because I'm in the clothes shop. I woke up in the clothes shop and just walked out. And not even re-entering the clothes shop and leaving the clothes shop. Because that's the catch. I went in the clothes shop and then while in the clothes shop went into the clothes shop and then exited back out to the clothes shop. This doesn't make any sense, but I'm like 2 layers deep into the simulation right now. Which is why the town doesn't have anyone spawned in, because I'm in the clothes shop. This is what the town looks like when you're in the clothes shop. And I'm in the clothes shop, walking around in the world. So, I can't summon my horse because I'm in the clothes shop. Of course you can't. Which means no one else is in the town. Which also means that I might actually... I could bring the game back by leaving Blackwater entirely. If I leave this zone, the game will either be permanently empty forever, or I'll be able to leave the zone and break the curse. This is one for the record books, though. Look, if there's any staff that have come in to say hi, I'm sorry that I've found every single possible bug that we did and didn't know about. To be fair, at least the clothes shop one's easy to replicate, and that's entirely my fault for being in the clothes shop when the server closed. But... is there a way to get unstuck? My only... I mean, I'm being in the server role-playing this. I don't know if anyone else can see me because I'm in the clothes shop. It sounds so weird to say. I'm standing out here on the edge of town, but I'm in the clothes shop. I don't know, I want like permission to just completely eschew roleplay here and just sprint until something else loads in, because at this point nothing is loading in because I'm in the clothes shop. But, like if I go to Saint Denis, that's a good question. If I go to Saint Denis, is Saint Denis empty? How have I broke the game? Again. Okay, look. Last time we went to the courthouse and crashed. That one was a known bug. And then I managed to completely fail to load in the doctor's house. When we go to the doctor's house, there has to be a way to reload the town. There has to be a way to reload the town. Maybe entering a different shop and leaving again. What does the map say? Map says I'm just here. All of the RedM vendors still seem to be here. There's that guy. So we'll figure something out. I do apologize. The NUI overlay, the NUI UI, the UI for RedM. Custom UI. There you go. That's a custom UI there. It's all very jittery on stream, but I hope the rest of the game is running okay. So, we have the gun shop we can try, we have the stables we could try. I could try buying a cart. I could try and relog. It's just a menu. It does load, but... why? Okay. How does the game differentiate between being in a store and not being in a store? The clothes shop fades to black and loads me in the wardrobe. It's like I can hear people too. Look, for roleplay purposes, as far as I'm concerned, today doesn't count. At this point, we're wandering around a ghost town. Player is having a nightmare and is going to wake up perfectly fine, right? We haven't completely broke the character, have we? That doesn't fade to black. The scripts for shops and everything are still loading in, so the courthouse would still crash us if we walked over there. I can't whistle for my horse and there's no NPCs. So I am in some kind of contained instance related to the clothes shop, and entering the clothes shop and leaving it again didn't fix it. My next best bet, I'm just gonna... I don't know. I don't know what to do. I thought door stuck was gonna be the worst of the day. For some reason, I was optimistic. I thought door stuck would be the worst. And I got myself out of that. And now I'm pretty sure in my own isolated instance of the game where I can't see, talk, or run into anyone else. And my only catch is I just have to wander and hope someone else spawns in. But I think I'm in the clothes shop dimension. And I don't know how to leave. This might actually be a bug big enough to kill the character off. Claudette went to buy a coat and was never seen again. If I can't get her out of this instance of the world, she's as good as benched. Admittedly, if we can leave Blackwater and deload Blackwater, I'm kind of hoping that the game goes back to normal. Because right now, I don't even think that's... I genuinely, I don't think my horse is even loading in. Hello, Jonathan. Welcome in. I've somehow banished my character to a part of the game where there's no NPCs. So I'm going for a walk to try and see if I can spawn in an NPC over that hill. I don't have my hopes up. And the next best bet is once I get over that hill, I'm going to log out and log back in properly. Not just log out to character select, I'm going to close the game and reopen it. Because, well, at that point, if I close the game and reopen it, and I'm still in the clothes shop dimension with no NPCs or anyone else around me, that might be a canonical end to the character. I mean, there's not much I can do at that point. I really thought today was going to run smoothly. I was looking forward to having a normal day with no cougars, no crashes, no game-breaking bugs, and the first thing I do, wake up in the wrong dimension. I'm not having much luck. It is nice and quiet, that's very true. If I ever want to log into RedM by myself, I've got a character dedicated to it. I am blown away. Oh, is that a dog? Is that a coyote? Hang on. Look, I'm trying my hardest not to just... I have to assume no one else can see me. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not even in the server at the moment. So, I heard a coyote. I just need to get out of this not being logged in part of the game. There's no way that was pure ambience, was it? I'm, like, completely out of character. I assume no one else can see me. There's no animals. Look at this. As far as I can tell, I'm not in the game. I'm not in Red Rock. I've logged into Red Rock in my own little bubble because I got kicked from the clothes shop without realizing while I was out making a coffee. I think the server restarted. And I logged back in while in the clothes shop. And yeah. I can hear animals, but there's not even birds. No, I think I've actually killed the character off without intending to. She just sort of vanished if I can't get her back. But we'll try relogging. I don't really have anything else to do but close the game and reopen it and just hope I'm not stuck in that little piece of reality because I am so blown away. I am absolutely baffled by how I keep managing to do this. For the third day in a row. Look. Let's not count our chickens before they've hatched. There may be hope for us yet. Just have to log back in and find out what's going on. Actually, a bit of weird trivia for anyone who played Red Dead Redemption 1. Red Dead Redemption 1 actually had a memory leak issue. Very, very subtle. But it had a memory leak issue. And if you left the game running on the Xbox 360 for somewhere around 8 to 10 hours, it would start deloading assets and textures. I have a screenshot somewhere. Screenshots. Not that one. Hang on. So, one night when I was playing Red Redemption 1, I was playing poker. And the floor, the chairs, everyone in the background, and I had the same result, but a different cause, where I ended up playing Red Dead 1, where the textures were all foggy and mushy, but none of the NPCs were loading in. All because there was some kind of memory leak issue where it would eventually try and deload everything to save memory. And this was the result, was characters and assets just sort of becoming mush. It was very, very creepy playing Red Dead 1 with not a single NPC around in sight. Right, let me get... Let me get my actual paper back. Go. And... RedM. Hey, Phoenix. Welcome in. Let's hope we're not stuck in an alternate reality. I'm a little worried. We're far enough away from Blackwater that we shouldn't load in any of the scripts for custom shops or anything. But well, if I've already loaded in for the game in the weird dimension, it's not completely unfair for me to assume that I'm going to load in the dimension again. But we'll see. If nothing spawns in this time and we can't summon a horse, I may have to bench Claudette until I can get admin help respawning the character in the regular world. I don't really know how if that's possible. Kinda hope an admin can just teleport people. Otherwise, Claudette had a very short but a very, very thoroughly adventurous life. Okay. Let's load in. We are good. We're in the team speak. Load in and find out. What is our fate? Have we doomed Claudette, or are we actually okay? She's got her new code. We're in the middle of nowhere. Everything is loading in. Horse. Oh, okay. That's actually such a relief. You have no idea how happy I am to see you, Arizona. That's such a relief. I think we actually did it. We're back in the regular game. I'm not going to curse it by saying that now I'm going to have a normal day. I don't want to curse it. We're going to go back to Blackwater. We're going to talk to actual people, right? Why are you so antsy? You mad because I yelled at you a lot before? I suppose I'd get antsy too if someone from the Shadow Dimension kept calling my name. Sat there and not... Yeah. Okay. Horse is a good sign. I still don't see any animals. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. No. 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 I'm actually gonna cry. Don't... This is how Claudette gets written off. Survive attacks. I don't even know what to say. I do wish this would stop auto-sorting. Well, Arizona's gone again. She came for a short visit. I keep hearing coyote. But they're not there, are they? Are they? I think Claudette has had one of the worst weeks anyone in this server has ever experienced. She faced the wind monster in tall trees. She's been attacked by 3 cougars and 2 packs of wolves. And now she's banished to the Shadow Dimension. Look, if anyone can top that. If anyone can top that, I'll be impressed. Only you having this issue? It's the server issue? Is this actually a known issue? If so, that is hopefully good news, in the sense that I might be able to escape this fate. And yeah, it's definitely me having the issue. I don't imagine anyone else is trapped in the Shadow Realm. Blackwater used to be a lively town an hour ago, when I first went to buy this coat. Oh, no. Well, so my running theory, I thought, sorry, I did just assume you had inside knowledge on what the happening was. I don't know, my best guess is that because the server restarted while I was buying clothes, I'm trapped in the clothes shop dimension. which is the simplest way I can think of explaining that I got kicked out of the server and the server reboot while I was shopping for clothes. And I think while you're shopping for clothes, it puts you in this world, here, with no NPCs and no animals and no birds, and you can't summon your horse. I think we are still technically in the clothes shop. And if that's true, then it is absolutely only a me problem. I'm definitely gonna have to put a ticket in to see if I can get Claudette rescued. Because I don't want to have to sunset her, but unironically at this point, if I want to keep playing on Red Rock, I have to get someone to bail me out. Oh, there's definitely other players. I've got TeamSpeak open. There's about... Oh, I'm the number 37th to log in. Down in the bottom right there. But I think at the moment we have 12 active people online in TeamSpeak. And since the restart, I was the 37th one to log in. So... It sounds like I'm hearing gunshots out on the dockyard. But no, it's a ghost town. It's definitely a ghost town. That dog isn't real. There's no people here chatting and going about their day anymore. I'm gonna go all the way over to... Look, I'm completely dropping the pretense of roleplay here. I'm not gonna slow walk back to the docks because as far as I can tell, I'm in the clothes shop. I could be wrong, and for that I will have to apologize in hindsight, but at this point... This is a dead town. I've messed something up super bad. And I'm gonna have to put a hiatus on the stream. We're gonna have to go back to Red Dead regular. And wait to see if anyone can get me out of this little hitch I've got myself in here. All of the modded NPC vendors are here. And it's like I can hear stuff happening. Oh, I seriously hope people can't see me if they are here. If people can see me, I just straight up have to apologize, because at this point, I don't know what else is expected of me. I'm just gonna have to log out and wait for someone to help me figure out what to do here. Take a couple of screenshots for... And I suppose, for what it's worth, one last attempt going into the clothes shop and back out again. But it's this fade to black here, and this instance it puts me in. I think I'm stuck in that wardrobe, so to speak. And leaving it didn't bring me back, because there's meant to be people everywhere on the docks, but all I've got are the custom vendors. So... What a bloody run. I've made every poor choice and terrible step I think I could possibly make. Alright. Well, it's fun. Hey Chris, I banished myself to the clothes shop dimension. I'm stuck in the clothes shop in the open world. I would love to know if you can see me, because I'm kind of... Look, you know what? Hey, that's something I can do. If you can see me, I assume you can't, because I'm in the clothes shop dimension. Long story short, I was buying clothes, went to make a cup of coffee, and when I came back, the server had restarted. So I logged back in, and I wasn't in the clothes shop, but I was in the wardrobe, just standing there. That's where my character loaded in. So I loaded in that wardrobe, got myself back out. I entered the shop again and bought myself the coat I wanted, and left the shop. But I think mechanically what happened is I logged out while in the clothes shop, and the game is now logging me back into the clothes shop dimension. The best I can do is walk still while you run by, and if you can't, I do apologize. I know it's horrible to be asking people to keep troubleshooting my issues here, but you know how I said I was going to speedrun every issue in RedM possible? I was hoping today was actually going to be a fine day without issues. You know, where I'd actually get to play Claudette. And I can't even summon my horse because I'm functionally still in the clothes shop. So it's not like I can even sprint all the way over to Valentine to see if I can break the curse. And as far as I know, there's no fast travel options. So all I'm gonna have to do is put in a ticket to see if an admin can teleport me out. If admins don't have teleport powers, then I might genuinely have benched the character without trying. I have no idea what else to do. If the character thinks it's stuck in the clothes shop dimension, then it's like... I wanted to relax. I was gonna look. I logged in this morning and did all this prep work, right? Claudette's got a bit of wanderlust, so I went and got myself all this stuff set up, and I was gonna go sightseeing around the countryside with Arizona. Bought myself a camera, which I should have done on stream, but I didn't think about that at the time, because I wanted to test out the camera function. It works annoyingly, but as you'd expect, I'll say. But that's me being spoiled by the base game camera being unrealistic for the time. But besides that, I had all this stuff planned to just have a normal day without cougars involved, without being chased by wolves. I was just gonna have a normal day and try and figure out how to earn a little bit of cash on the side to boat back over to Saint Denis. And I got banished to the clothes dimension. So I'm gonna be sitting out front of the clothes shop. Take 3. Maybe things will load in. Let's just cross our fingers. Hey, look, maybe things will load in, right? I hear footsteps. If I whisper, I'm gonna talk out loud. I'm gonna mutter to myself in the world about in-universe topic things. How old is the character? Made it 4 days ago. Well, there's a guy. There's a guy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not banished. Okay, this is good. Hello. That is a bit loud. Sorry, yes, I appear to have been daydreaming for a while. That is very loud. I need to turn TeamSpeak down. Okay. Yes, that's very good to hear. It was turning into a bit of a nightmare. Thank you very much. I'll appreciate the help. I'm not doing very... my TeamSpeak looked up. Okay. I need to bring TeamSpeak online, but that's also... Is this too loud, guys? Sorry. Just getting my feet grounded a little bit at the moment.
Okay, that's okay.
Not from around these parts.
No, I'm from Scotland, as you can probably tell by my voice. I'm a ship worker, looking to see what the hell I'm doing with the world. What about yourself?
This is very loud. Wow. Okay, I'm turning it down to +8. Came on a boat from Saint Denis about a fortnight ago. I've been looking for some family members, but I can't seem to track them down.
Oh. Are they local here in Blackwater or another part of state?
That's so loud. Mo said they used to live here in Blackwater. At least that was the last we heard from them. They used to write to us occasionally, but it's been a few months since we heard much from their whereabouts.
Oh. Have you tried the telegram station? See if they maybe got any records? Could be an off chance.
I actually hadn't thought of that. Where would... I wouldn't even know where to mail it to.
I was just thinking the clerk might know the name. If anybody's familiar with all the names coming through here, it would be the clerk.
Might be worth giving a try.
Do you know where it is, or do you need walked over?
I've not used the telegram before. I think there's one here in Blackwater, isn't there?
Yeah, it's up at the back of town, out that way. Just past the lumber yard.
Oh my god. I keep turning this down. It was so quiet on the first day. Trying to do this all on the fly. I can't see chat at the moment, so I apologize. I'm back. I'm actually okay. I might head over there and have a peep a little later on the day. I'm just gonna catch my breath at the moment and...
No problem. Shall I let you be then? You can get on with your day.
Thank you very much. And thank you again for your help.
No problem at all. Look after yourself.
I don't know, maybe another player in the area helped me get out of that weird spot I was in, but... do apologize too. Vulcan, when I tab out for Vulcan, it'll flash the screen with the slideshow. I don't have a fix for that, even though it's desktop capture. Vulcan just stops capturing the game for a bit. I do genuinely need like a little bit to catch my breath and just ground myself in reality again, because I genuinely had to come to like terms with benching the character almost. Hang on, where's my emote? Where's my chat? There it is. I really thought I was stuck. I'm so glad that we managed to just magically fix it. I'm gonna pretend, because the first person that loaded in was that... okay, yeah. We had a player character load in before any NPC, but I think that might have jogged the game back into reality. I just need a minute to get myself sorted, because A, TeamSpeak was obnoxiously loud. I apologize for that. I'm still turning it down.
Funny way to amuse yourself.
I'm just gonna set it at 0 decibels for playback. I can adjust it between... Okay, I got another whisper in TeamSpeak, and I don't know how to read them. I don't know how to read whispers. I am not very good at TeamSpeak. How do I... End offline message, block, and it just says whisper history. Again, problem for another time, not while I'm streaming. Or at least back in the game. Thank you very much for helping, because that was like a panic mode for me. I genuinely thought I might have actually permit the character completely unintentionally. Just enter the clothes shop and was never seen again. What a week.
Howdy.
It's been 4 days, and I feel so stressed out. Every time I play this, something goes wrong. I just need a moment to, like... The title isn't even a joke anymore. I'm stressed out. Claudette's having the worst week of her life. Thank you for at least popping over, because I genuinely think you being in the area caught the game up. But I am just... I don't know why this is so much more stressful than I thought it'd be.
How's your health?
Okay. Okay. Right, Claudette's woken up from a horrible nightmare where she bought a cloak, and the cloak was secretly a cabinet to Narnia and no one was real and everything was fake. And she could hear the ducks and the ducks weren't there. She'd go over to see the ducks and they weren't there. Where were the ducks? Oh, good lord, I am accidentally giving Claudette some trauma. Okay. I'm giving myself trauma. I'm having trauma. Oh, I know you don't mind helping it. I am genuinely appreciative, but it's been like the second or third time now I've had to ask for out of character mess around, like, please help me kind of stuff. I've learned my lesson. If I see the floor missing, don't jump in the floor.
You know, I keep thinking of
Got that down.
Girl, but as soon
But
as we lay to bed, I ask for a coin.
yeah, I gotta.
That's the world
We're
I'm
done.
used to.
If I can help it, if I have any say in the matter, we are no longer asking for out-of-character aid because we're in-character stuck. I have spent the last 4 days just getting myself in trouble. So, while Claudette records down her traumatic nightmare she had in the clothes store, here in this lovely little notebook, I'm gonna just remind myself what my plan was for the day. We were going to go along the coastline. Right. So yes, we were going to go sightseeing. I went and bought a camera to test out how the camera works. But we're going to go sightseeing, take some photos, and I didn't mean to science this. Look, I didn't mean to science the wardrobe dimension though. Look, if I've had enough adventures, I've seen enough cryptids, and I've been in enough creepypastas in this server already. At this point, if this keeps happening, Claudette's gonna be mentally institutionalized. That's how I'm gonna perma her, is just send her off to the asylum. Okay. I have a camera. I know it's dusk, so we might have to wait till morning. We might do something else in the meantime. I need to figure out how to justify Claudette getting some money. So I did log on a little bit yesterday, crawled around Blackwater for a couple of hours, and intended on fishing. Just fish, you know, a little bit of fishing. I was going to get some food for myself because I'm running low, and I was going to sell some for profit. Turns out that's a road trip and a half to get fishing bait, so fishing currently doesn't work. Although I haven't got a shovel, so I can't test if I can get my own bait naturally out of the ground. I do have the fishing rod, no bait. I need to go recheck the general store and see if I can't figure out if any cheese or bread in there works, but at the moment seems like fishing's off the table. The next best bet for a quick buck is going out and hunting. There's a couple of white-tailed deer in the area. I do only have a repeater, so it would be... It's a 2-star best. I don't have a lasso, and I know mechanically the only other way to get a 3-star out of a 3-star if you don't have a rifle is to lasso and knife it. But I'm not going to be doing that. We'll just take 2 stars for now if we can get them. The other... well, that's it. I mean... besides that, we'll play it by ear.
What are you playing?
Maybe we'll do some nighttime hunting for a little bit of money. But I don't really have a reason to. That's the thing. I need money, sure. Simple enough motivator. But I'm a bit stuck on not having a quest giver. Which seems like a silly hang-up to have, but I'm just gonna... we're gonna have to at some point infer the butcher has asked us to go hunt 2 white deer for an order. And that's gonna be my justification. Alright. I'm back to reality. I'm calmed down. What did I miss in chat? Whisper is just when people are talking in your area in-game. Thank you for explaining that, because it's been driving me insane. Generally don't mind helping. I'm Bruce Willis, just like the sciencing. Have I played story mode or online mode? I have played both, but never beat either. No. I never got into online because on PC it's full of modders and hackers and people who just like throwing lassos around. But recently, I found out a long-term legitimate way to get a private lobby running on the regular Rockstar Online game mode. So you can do all your regular grinding. You can invite friends along. It's the perfect, literally it's invite only, best of both worlds. You still get to do all the stuff, invite friends, do co-op, do missions, and none of the public downsides are there. There's no people modding in miniguns and cannons behind you all the time. There's no people randomly running up and hog-tying you and throwing you in rivers for fun. It's just the game. And it's quite nice. The story mode, I've played through the intro twice. The first time and the second time, both to test settings. So, I've not played past the snow bit in the story mode. I've beaten the snow bit on the first one. I think on the second one I did the hunting, or I got up to the hunting quest in that camp in the snow. And then deleted the save again. I do want to play through the story at some point, but I heard there's a remaster coming out for Red Dead 1. So I might wait until Red Dead 1 gets released. Whether it be attached to this game or sold separately, I don't know. And then what I can do is play through the story mode here, continue straight onto Red Dead 1 on PC, and finish the story that way. I think that'd be a brilliant way to play through the story. Right, so... Waskel? The weather's a bit bleh at the moment. Gotta send Claudette to the Tesla tower to get fixed at this point. The amount of... I know superstition is allowed for roleplay reasons, but you're not allowed to do...
Have a lovely evening, ma'am.
You're not allowed to do things that are magic or superstitious, right? But at this point, I'm half convinced there's a mod for a cryptid in tall trees. I've not asked, and I refuse to find out that it's not, because what I had happen in tall trees, that wasn't normal. I've got like 100 hours in the game now, and I've never heard tall trees sound like that before, okay? I'm personally, out of character, half convinced that this server has a cryptid in tall trees. And look, it's just going to have to now be part of what the character has to do with believing there's a cryptid in tall trees. Because, well, I do. Why wouldn't Claudette? Oh yeah, so I'm catching myself out on that a lot. Red Dead is so easy to say, it slips off the tongue, but technically it's Red Redemption, because Red Revolver was a completely different franchise, honestly, but it's still technically Red Dead the franchise. You've got Red Dead Revolver, and then it was Gun was the spin-off that came after Revolver, wasn't it? That was like Gun happened because Revolver never got a sequel, I think. I think it was called Gun. But, yes, then it was Red Redemption and Redemption 2. And Redemption was such an absolute tonal change. It was a genuinely serious western about a case of redemption. Hence the name. And they genuinely do feel like completely different franchises. So I do try my absolute hardest to differentiate between Red Dead, because that includes Revolver, and Red Redemption. Which people know what you mean when you say Red Redemption, so... Oh. Just chill. Hey? I've been chilling for like 5 minutes, but I'm just happy I'm back in reality. At this point, I'm running out of in-character excuses for why I'm going insane. I was just trapped in the wardrobe dimension of the clothes shop. Doesn't really fly. Saying that out loud should get you admitted to the sane asylum. But what other explanation do I have? Both in character and out, right? I'm just glad I'm out. We're good. I can go back to reality. I can reset. I need to reset. In fact, actually, I do need to reset. Which means... probably gonna go boil the kettle and make a coffee. Yeah, veggie realm next. Yeah. We're not porting ourselves to any dimension. You watch, we'll leave the doctor's apartment here. It's I think William McCall let me use this room short term while I'm staying in Blackwater. Because I kept thinking that I needed a hotel room to sleep, but Energy Core doesn't seem to work the same way as in base game. It's just food, which is fairly similar, I suppose. But you can rest to recuperate. Except there's seemingly no reason to. But I still fall into that in-character trope of like, I need a hotel room while I'm staying in town. So in character, I'm renting this from William at the moment. Hey, Woolblood. I'm sure it'll go on sale. There's... not likely to miss out on the game. I'm sure it'll be, probably be just as cheap around Christmas. Put it on your Christmas list. Someone might get it for you. You're definitely not logging out in anywhere that isn't outdoors. You know, I'll follow you on that. Let's make logging out indoors completely out of the question. Because after today... yeah, I don't want to get banished to the doctor dimension. I don't want to leave this office and suddenly find out that I'm in the doctor's room, but in the... yeah, I think that's a safe... very safe thing to be doing, is logging out in the overworld. I'm gonna go boil the kettle. While it's nighttime, in character, I'm in here sleeping. We'll say that. I'm gonna go boil the kettle. I'm gonna make myself a coffee. This isn't helping. The coffee isn't helping. It's wiring me. I'm getting on coffee nerves at the moment. Thank you very much again for the assist too, Chris, because I genuinely think you being in the area is what kicked the game back into reality. I really thought that was going to be a ticket to to admins to come save me somehow, and a possibility of being benched. At the character being benched. But I'm going to get up. I'm going to reset. I'm going to be back in 5 minutes with a coffee. No sooner, no longer. 5 minutes exactly. And then we'll head out and do some nighttime hunting and bring back 2 white-tailed deer and see what that actually... I don't know if there's a pelt trader in town. Actually, I don't think there is. So we might have to see if we can figure out where to sell our pelts to. But I'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. I was just mentioning too, Thor, that the second part of this story, if you're interested in playing the story mode, the second part will be coming out apparently later this year or next year. As rumored, it's in the works. So waiting until Christmas might not be a bad idea, because you'll know whether or not you can actually finish the story, since there is a part 2 to this that released quite a while ago. Alright, so my AFK music is broken. Because it's all web page based. I loaded in a bunch of URLs, and for some reason the URLs don't actually load unless you change the link. I'll do that. Just in case I end up going AFK. I don't like that I keep seeing... I've got the stream up on my phone, and I don't like that I keep seeing it flash, but... the quirks of it running smoothly most of the time is that it flashes when I go AFK. Alright. I forgot you can't actually turn when you've got the menu open. Alright. But, lesson learned, I won't be logging out outside anymore either. I don't think. Hey, Arizona. It's been... and no, stop, calm down. I don't like that target stranger over horse is like the weirdest annoyance I've got with the RedM, but that's what I'll live with. Okay, so I do need food. The general store doesn't open till morning, so for now, we are going to go look for a mixture of reasons. Is the game... I feel like the game is a little bit too loud again. Let me know. We did test the volumes before. I ran a short volume test stream because I noticed that the VODs weren't capturing half the audio. Turns out I had done that intentionally and just forgot. So I was still technically on the third part of balancing audio where it might be too loud. TeamSpeak blew my ears out before. I had it up to like positive 18 decibels. Because the first time I was talking with someone I couldn't hear them at all. So I've got TeamSpeak at 0 decibels now. And I'm going to adjust it on the side here with my audio mixer instead of in TeamSpeak itself if I need to. Right, so we're looking for 2 white-tailed deer. Hopefully we can scrape together a bit of money. Sadly, they don't have canoe for rent. I was hoping just to rent one for a trip to Saint Denis. But they have them for sale for $100, so... that... the clip is there, and it shows me freaking out. The wind monster, unfortunately, was from the stream that has no audio. So in a very beautiful twist of irony, I can't even convince anyone else out of character that the Tall Trees monster is real because it has no audio. It's just me freaking out, telling you what I can hear, but you can't hear it. So... doesn't help my plea for not being insane. If I ever get admitted, that's going to be submitted as evidence against me. Clearly they're insane. Look at them react to nothing happening. I swear though, the monster is real. The wind monster of Tall Trees was probably the most genuinely terrified I've been playing a video game in a very long time. That's not even like me playing a role or a character or a bit. Like, that freaked me out. I genuinely was not happy going through that area because I played about 100 hours now. I've never heard tall trees sound like that. Not that I can actually show you what it sounded like, sadly. If it happens again, hey, I'll let you know so you guys can hear it too. We have a long list of why you should be committed, not just that. Well, streaming was like the best and worst thing I ever chose to do, because on one side, great fun, met some awesome people. On the other side, it's public viewing. You can just see me do things that boggle the mind sometimes. Between that and being trapped in the wardrobe in character, we're not off to a good start for Claudette's sanity either. If any, look, honestly, I could have an avenue. If anything else happens at this point, I'm coin flipping whether or not we genuinely do like an insanity arc with Claudette. It's not gonna go well, but it would be like that kind of flavor to a character where I would never know how to implement that into a story. But at worst, we never do anything with the fact she might be insane and has episodes, and we just write it in her bio. Has been known to absolutely freak out. Yeah, that sounds. I'd have to really think it through properly, because to do something like that would be complicated. But again, like, we're at the point where that's 2 for 2. Both streams have been like either supernatural or nightmare related at this point. I could just say, like, you know, I could flat say out of character, like, oh, clearly the clothes dimension isn't real and that was a bug, but I'm toying with the idea of making all these things, all these weird quirks of the game being part of Claudette's memory, even if no one else sees or hears about them. Again, that would be so impossible to really properly showcase, I guess. Other than walking around town screaming about the tall trees monster, there's not really much I can do with being insane. That's a sheep. Not a white-tailed deer. But I'll take it. Is that actually, that is whitetail. No, it's pronghorn. I thought it was too big to be a whitetail. Oh, what a... It's those nerves. Also, the Lancaster sounds loud today to me. I don't know what I've done, but it sounds loud. You are not a whitetail either. I guess we're bringing home 2 pronghorn. What are you? You're a 3-star, so we've got 1 2-star and 1 1-star. We can't sell them till morning, can we? It's only 2 in the morning at the moment. We've got 4 hours before daybreak. And... coyote. Hack a coyote. Alright. Restart first, because the other one ran away. I am not having much luck here. I really actually should have checked the state laws to find out what the firearm laws are in towns. I imagine you're not allowed to go shooting in towns. But this is out of town enough, right? You know, all I'm doing is scaring the animals, but... There's tall trees over there. This light? What's all of this light? Oh, we're on someone's property at the moment. This actually someone's property? Hang on. Ford and Sons Farm. That might be someone's property. I'm not gonna hunt on someone else's land. Is that an owl? Was that an owl? Or a weird howl? It was an hoot or it was an owl or a weird howl? Some owls can get close to howling. Ooh, that's a nice bit of moonlight. I don't want to take Coyote. Coyote's not going to sell very well, and it's probably not going to eat very well either. Hey! I didn't think I'd be having this much trouble hunting though. Apparently, I'm only a good shot on distress when I have all the time in the world and no pressure on me whatsoever. Apparently, all I can do is miss. I don't even see any more pronghorns. I get the feeling the pronghorns have all gone into that farmstead over there. Maybe we'll get some whitetails down by the river. Look, Arizona, I'm gonna need you to not freak out randomly, because I don't need no extra stress from you making me think there's a cougar in the area. When you freak out, I freak out, so stop that. It's a normal night, and we're just hunting. We're the predators tonight, not the other way around. It's just a dog. No, stop. You're freaking me out. I've had enough excitement for 1 week. I don't need no more excitement. We just need a week off. I'm gonna buy... I just had the realization I'm gonna buy a kayak and boat to Saint Denis, and I'm probably kind of packed on the way, aren't I? Because that's not a safe... The lake is probably safe. It's the waters next to Saint Denis that are all swampland. It's gonna be full of predators. Snakes and This story is quickly turning into a tragedy waiting to happen, but... There's the whitetail. Can I get a bit of moonlight? I've missed twice. I don't want to miss a third time. All I'm doing is scaring them. Have some moonlight soon by the looks of it when the cloud passes. You know what? Wait here. Not taking any chances. Deer doesn't move. We can take something back and cook up a... And actually, I don't think the doctor's office has a stove. There is that camp, actually, to the west of town. Perhaps we could borrow the camp. Clouds move so slowly. I just want a little bit of light so I can actually get a sight on my... Has it gone? No, she's still there. Okay. Just a little bit of light. A rabbit. A rabbit wouldn't be too bad eating, actually. Probably wouldn't sell for much, but... Wait. Where'd it go? Oh. Every part of me feels bad doing this, but it's what seemingly Rockstar wants. You not follow. Oh, that's so sad. You can't make the horse follow you. Alright. I got one! I didn't even check what it was worth before. Oh, you're gonna have to move, Arizona. Come here. Come on. So, sure we'll figure something out to do with the pout later, but let's get a cheap one for dinner. This rate it'll be breakfast. Alright, you're coming with me. Back with the sausage pasta. What? Like a... Sausage pasta sounds great, but I'm not imagining... In my brain, I was like, ooh, sausage stew. I don't... Complete disconnect between my brain and what I read. But it does sound nice. Probably closer to a spaghetti meatballs than a stew. Brain. But... I imagined something with sausages in it, at least. That's a good start, right? What is that? That rabbit. Badger. No. We can get rabbit to eat, actually. We'd be able to carry rabbit as well as another deer. If I could get another whitetail, I could hold that back myself. And if I get a rabbit to eat, we can sell both the whitetails. Penne with chopped sausage through it and some tomato chili sauce. It sounds so simple. Honestly, I've been having an issue lately with overcomplicating meals I don't need to. I've actually degraded the quality of some of my dishes in the past month because I put too many ingredients in and muddled the flavors. It's usually when I make a sauce. And while I will defend, there was one time it happened where every ingredient separately was beautiful. It's a coyote. That's all coyote. The sauce was great. The base of the dish was a pasta with a bit of beef mixed in and some beef. There was a lot of stuff happening. And then I had like a stir-fry veggie mix that I was throwing in with that as well. It was like a pasta stir-fry, kind of. But then the sauce I added that was meant to tie it all together did not work in the slightest. It conflicted. And the sum of its parts was not greater than the whole. The sum of its parts was greater than the whole. Putting it all together was what ruined it. And it made me so sad because I was so proud of that sauce. It was one of my favorites. On its own, it was great. It was like a... It was a sort of mustardy honey soy. It was really, really nice. But I put it with the meat and pasta that I'd been making up and it all fell apart. It became too many flavors. There's a pronghorn. Do you think they'll mind pronghorn? I don't know if pronghorn's good for selling. 2-star. It's the one there that I want, isn't it? What? Huh? Oh, I thought I had my sight lined on the 3-star. Apparently I whiffed the shot, but managed to heart shot the one behind it. Or headshot it, I didn't see. Hey, Proto! Welcome in. My lasagna look fire? See, that's where I'm the strongest. If you tell me to make a lasagna, I don't need a recipe. I know that recipe. How to cook lasagna is my only thing where I will brag about it because I don't need to be told it's good. People come back for seconds, and I am proud of that. My lasagna. You could almost call it a family recipe, but it's really not. I don't even follow. You know, it's a bit more of like a throw stuff in, call it lasagna, put it in layers, make it look like lasagna. The only thing my parents taught me was that cheese sauce is integral and not cheap out on it. You have to go get good stuff. It's a little bit of butter, melted into a pot with a splash of milk. Then you just add plain flour and mix in more milk and you get the base of the sauce up to a liquidy consistency. And what are these little guys in front of me? Kyle, look at them. They're adorable. Look at them waddle. Sorry. The cheese sauce is what my parents drilled into me as the super important part of lasagna, and I think that's the reason that I have so many people come back for seconds. Because the meat sauce isn't anything special. I chop up bell peppers, I put in a little bit of red onion. It's very, very simple. These guys are ridiculous. Look, I might be kind of hungry and running out of food, but I'm not that hungry. But you chase them and they sort of pass out. It's either a defense mechanism or they actually are so stressed they just pass out. But you can hold them hostage by staring at them. Oh, that's the opossum. The regular game mode has, Should we just take it in? Do you think they want an opossum? I just sat here. They are just sat here, like... Did I scare him to death? You're okay. Bye. There you go. They weren't dead. They were fine. Oh, I forgot the horse doesn't keep its cargo like in the base game. Thank you for... Did you make a Joey's trifle? Cream good? Beef good? Jam good? I'm not sure. Murderer? Yeah, I think I may have despawned the other 2-star whitetail, hey. I didn't even think of that. And given the fact that it says too far away from a road, probably have already done it. Haven't I? Is that a road? It's a road right there, right? It's a road. It's right here, game. It's a road. Isn't it? Oh. It's just a little... Just a little bit of a water run, I suppose. That's a road. But I think I have already despawned it because it's saying horse can't come to me. Normally it would just run to your position if it's still in range. Well, we're back to 1. You got so excited. Why are you so excitable? You've survived cougar attacks and wolf attacks, and I whistle at you and you get the most freaked out. Oh, well, it'll do. Not as much as I was hoping to bring home, but... Offers and Valheim. No worries, Jonathan, and thank you for coming in. Hope you enjoy your Valheiming. Is it late at night there at the moment? Hang on. It'd be a little later at night. It's normally your afternoon 5 hours ago for me. If memory serves me well. What's that? A vase. This game is hard for me getting distracted. I'm really going to struggle with that horse despawning cargo thing. I am so used to Red Dead Online being pretty forgiving with well, I won't call it an immersion break, but the spawning and despawning of the horse and everything being able to be abused like that. It's gonna take a little while to get used to.
Keller just told me there's more whorehouses.
I can't believe this place sometimes.
It's probably not polite to butcher the thing right in front of the butcher. But then again, nowhere else in Blackwater is probably polite to butcher anything. So, butcher's table it is.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning. Every server I've been on has a different approach to horse spawns. I figure it's probably the most flexible you could be. I would absolutely love to be able to set my horse off to go play with the wild horses, but...
Morning, miss.
Morning. Don't know what a pronghorn goes for, but...
God!
I would be personally inclined. I'm one of those weird people that would be like, I want my horse to stay permanently on the server. I know that's literally not possible, but I think mechanically... Oh, hang on. Gotta put this away. Mechanically, I would say in coding language that... Sell a carcass for provision. Right, so that means... Provision means food, so I actually do have to choose between cash or food. For $15! That's not bad money!
What happened to you? Where's all that blood from?
You know where the wash house is? Oh, the laundry is right there. Next best thing, but I don't think I can. I actually don't know how to clean the blood off though. Because people can see this blood. So, mechanically, if I were gonna have my perfect horse spawn mechanic, it would be a really annoying one. Basically, the despawn range for the horse would be the point you can no longer cool it, and there's no magical cool button. If you leave your horse somewhere out in the wild, you have to go get it. The whistle does nothing unless it's within earshot, would be how I would do it. But that also means that if I stable my horse at Blackwater, the stables I think should be global, so like stable the horse at Blackwater, you can unstable it in Saint Denis, right? That makes sense. But I would have like one of those really overly realistic ones that only annoys people. Hey Junkie, how you doing? Oh, I forgot to ask if Jonathan was streaming as well. I will assume he is. So, let's take a camp here under the tree in the shade. And speaking of shade... Oh, horse relative reverse is weird. Speaking of shade, I need my hat back. So, if you don't know Jonathan Remake, he's an absolutely lovely streamer. He's doing the... I need to shout out. There we go, now my fingers know the muscle memory. He's doing his own playthrough of the story mode at the moment. He's got his own Arthur with his own quirks of being a bandit. Last I saw, he had an insane bounty. I don't have shoutouts on. Should we try shoutouts? See how well it goes. Is it gonna load? Does not look like. We'll see, because the game's running okay. I feel kind of confident putting more overlays back on now over time. We'll test it, we'll feel it out, we'll see how it runs, because the game looks way better than it did a week ago. Alright, so... I don't remember if I finished my thought, but basically, I think my perfect horse system would be the literal horse exists in the world. Can't summon it randomly. If it's within earshot, it'll go to you. If it's not, you have to go get it. If you... It would just be involving a lot more leading your horse around if you're not on horseback or riding. But I would have something RedRock doesn't do, speaking of. I don't have my RedRock overlay up. Something RedRock doesn't do is have a whistle, a simple quick whistle, let your horse follow you. So in the base game, if you just whistle once, your horse will walk up to you and then still follow you around while you're on foot. Which would be pretty important if you're planning to go proper, like, hauling carcasses back to camp or back to town to sell. I don't think there's many rabbits out here. There's buffalo, though. What do you think a bunch of that would sell for? It's now the second time I've seen beefalo in the game. Although, mind you, the only way I have to deal with beefalo at the moment is by shotgun. And I can't equip stuff on the horse, so... Also, slight minor pet peeve is my repeater goes to my back and my shotgun goes to my shoulder. I really wish I could swap them. But oh well. We got more whitetail. Just a low star. How does the repeater shotgun work? Had a beefalo burger once. I have never had beef. I've never had anything that was like advertised as not beef. I also really don't know how this. Look, repeater is not gonna cut. Repeater is not gonna cut it. I need the shotgun here, but it's gonna absolutely. Quality is not gonna be great. For that argument, should we just aim for one that's poor quality? All right, Arizona, bear with me. Oh, the stampede sound. He just stood his ground. I'm sorry, but your herd has completely abandoned you. Ugh. I can't bring myself to do it. And I think I've scared off the whitetail too by charging like that. I was hoping to sort of fly by and... Let's be honest, that plan was flawed from the start. Even if I had the guts to pull the trigger, I don't think that would have really amounted to much. See if I can't find that whitetail. Better than nothing. An ostrich burger too. How was the ostrich burger? I really don't know what that would have tasted like. This is all horses. Is that a rabbit? Trade a rabbit in for provisions and see if we can hunt another deer for a bit of money. If we go back with 2 more deer, we could probably afford a boat back to Saint Denis. It's similar to turkey. Horse burger time? I am not shooting a horse. Although apparently, I'm a horrid shot. When I'm not under pressure, I am like the worst shot in the world. This is ridiculous. If we get back... You know what? Hey. When we get back to Saint Denis, I'm gonna buy you another apple, okay? Never seen that plant before. Hey, shrub. How are you doing today? I needed that mental reset. I got a fresh cup of coffee. I'm sat back down. We're actually out here hunting, earning a little bit of money. I think the next best thing for getting a canoe back would be paying someone fair for a trip back in a cart if they've got one. I would love if I could get him. Honestly, if I could get paid for going back to Saint Denis, that would be the best case scenario. If I could find someone who wants to ship some goods back to Saint Denis, that would be amazing. I don't know where that rabbit went though. Generally speaking, the rabbit went this way, but... I had something a little more gentler than a repeater. Henry's great for small dogs and the sort, but apparently pretty good for cougars too. But I think it might be a little overkill for something like a pheasant. Definitely overkill for quail. I suppose the question is, what are we eating and what are we selling? Because if I completely butcher a piece of quail meat, I can still eat that. Pick the bullet out, put it on a pan. Not going to be worth much to a shopkeeper though. Is that another opossum that's just collapsed there on the floor? No? Hearing like a skittering rat. Look, I don't need to be imagining anything else today. But I can't see a skittering rat over there. Ay, Wait. It doesn't help the game actually has like ambient creature sounds. That was half of my problem. When I was stuck in the clothes dimension wandering around aimlessly, I was having conniptions because I would hear coyote over the hills, and then there'd be no coyote over the hills because it was ambience and not a creature. Wasn't... Hell, yeah. Claudette had a nightmare where she could hear the ducks, but she could never find them. I'll have a notebook entry to write down. Rabbit? That doesn't run like a rabbit. And my shotgun's on my rifle button. I don't like that. Is there a way to force repeater on shoulder and shotgun on back? You love they get the playing dead to not get attacked thing right? It looks like they pass out. Once you pick them up, they run off. I don't think you can disable ambient noises. You might be able to turn down ambience as like a volume thing. Dear. I forget you can't actually ADS on horseback. It's only hip fire with cursor. That's slightly annoying. I even thought it through. I feel like I understand why. The reason you can't ADS on horseback is because look at the camera. It sways. Now if you think, I'm just walking, what happens when the horse is at a full gallop or even a trot? if you had this... I mean, it's still kind of swaying. But when you ADS that, it does kind of smooth out. I don't know. It seems like it's Rockstar trying to cut corners instead of having a proper fix, which would just be letting you ADS and smoothing out the camera, but it all seems so arbitrary the more I say it out loud though. Long story short, you can't go first person proper iron sights while on horseback or on cart. And that's like 90% of where I end up fighting mostly in this game. Horseback and cart. So it makes iron sights a little tiny bit redundant unless you're besieging some kind of camp or settlement. I saw some whitetails just skitter past that bridge and I don't know where they've gone. I am gonna need a bite to eat soon. It's lunchtime at the moment. In the server you can't do iron sights at all. Huh. Then I needn't worry about it, I suppose, for this case. It still annoys me in the base game that they give you iron sights and then cut it out for 90% of the combat, but honestly, it's probably the lesser evil choice just to turn it off entirely at that point. Because you get the taste of... Ooh. Stop. Thank you. Thank you. That's gonna be dinner. There we go. That one's for me. Figure out how to cook it later. Since I can't go fishing, I'll have rabbit. Like rabbit too. And let's see if we can't find another pronghorn or whitetail. And that'll get us our canoe. Hey. Stop that. I have cooked before. There are things I don't understand about the cooking method. But if you have all the ingredients, it seems simple enough to click the recipe and cook. Most of my confusion is stuff like if I want to make a campfire, I need 2 bark, 2 logs, and 6 sticks or something, and it's like, how do I get any of that? I tried knifing a tree and my character just shrugged. And as far as that's like mechanically exploring how these interactions work too is something I don't know. I'm playing it a bit more by ear. I'm a bit more relaxed with all the fear of breaking rules. If I walk up to a tree and shrug at it with my knife out, then it's just kind of like, oh, I thought I could scrape some bark off. Makes sense to me. In character, makes sense, but I guess, you know, the in-game action of shrugging with my knife out at a tree randomly, I guess, just have to live with it a little bit. I did read that post earlier today in the server about not spoilering in-character knowledge. Partly worried that was because I asked where the bait guy was, but I genuinely didn't. Like, I'd gone to every shop in Blackwater. I'd seen the bait shop on the map and just thought, there's no way there's only one guy on the map. So I did ask. I was like, I feel like I'd tried my best at that point. But fair argument that maybe that sort of stuff in the future, if I'm asking for in-game universe knowledge, maybe I'll spoiler it myself. And to that same argument, things like how to get the bark and the wood and the sticks and the trees. I will have to deal with that at some point, but I think I'm not gonna like be super metagamey about how to do those things. The fishing thing was because I wanted to go fishing. I had my fishing rod, I wanted to go fishing. Ooh. Little quails. We've already got rabbit. No, it's, you know what. You don't need too much. Rabbit will be fine. What I need is another whitetail. We're already on the outskirts of Blackwater here, so... I think I see 2 over there. It's either 2 deer or 2 horses. There we go. That's a better shot. I've got my aim back. I was just a little shaky. Ain't that right, Arizona? And you're warming up to me too. After all the trauma we've been through, it's no wonder you don't trust me anymore, but we'll get there. No more big cats, okay? I mean, I can't literally promise that, but I'll do my best. Try. No more big cats. I also am going to have to apologize to you because I'm going to skin this one and put it on the back. I'm going to carry the one that isn't coated. Not going to make much difference at the end of the day, is it? I'm going to have to take it to the butcher. But you can have the one that's all bloodied. And I'm going to walk the other one into town before I carve it up. Deal? There's a lot to learn in character about the systems, and I think I forget. Hang on. You straight up can't put it on the back of the horse. Eh? Am I carrying too much? Am I carrying too much? Eh? Food. Uncooked big game. I've got 40 raspberries. 4 apples, flour, golden carrots. Bought bandages because... yeah, after my week, I felt like some light medical supplies would be good. The numbers down the bottom. They're the key part here. 24.05 out of 25. What do you weigh? How do I know what you weigh? So, if this is sorted by weight, I don't even know if ammo weighs anything. That's something else too. Makes sense in Daisy at least. Get bark on trees if you have a sharp object. That was the line of logic I originally took, but character just shrugged. So it'll take some figuring out, and I'm happy to do that in character. It was just the fishing was something I was really hoping to do. And I watched the fishing tutorial video, I did everything, and I guess I figured that there was a vendor in Blackwater that would sell bait. And that was why I asked, is because I'd been up and down Blackwater for 4 hours trying to figure out which shop sold bait, and none of them do. It's over in Valentine. I tried my best, and I asked out of character just for a little bit of help, but for the rest of it, I'm happy to learn in character. Obviously, I don't have the tools to really be cutting down trees or getting bark or sticks or anything like that, so I'm happy to live without those sorts of mechanics for the time being. Have I been to the pelt trader? I want to say yes, but I also wouldn't know him if I stared at him in the face. I've been to a couple of traders in Blackwater. I don't remember if there's a pelt trader specifically, but there is a hunter guide who's... How often does the server reset? Is it every 4 hours? I've been to every trader in Blackwater. If there's a pelt trader in Blackwater, then yes. So, I've got 19 bottles. Let's test what happens if I drop them. Oh! My meat and my pelt are gone, so hunting this deer... What on earth was that? Was that 19 of the same sound layered over top of each other because I dropped 19 bottles? I need to know. No, that is just the sound. That's insane. Alright, well... We have this... I may not have the food to cook, but it'll do for now. As far as increasing carry capacity, base game gives you saddlebags, and there's like other bits and pieces too that you can use to increase how much you can carry. In this game, I don't know. Oh, that's weird. Oh, you just sort of like first person walk backwards. Ew. 24 out of 24 is obviously what you carry on your person normally. You can get carts in the game, which you can't seemingly do in Red Dead Online normal. So I'm curious how carts work, whether or not they've got baked in animations for hauling carcasses onto them and stuff like that, which would be kind of neat to see. Especially if you took up hunting as a career. Carts for hunting is something I thought Vanilla Online had, and sadly did not. The trading cart is not for hauling carcasses to Crip's camp, but rather for delivering what he makes out of them. So you're still limited to 1 large on the back, 1 large over shoulder, and 2 large on, 2 small on the horse as well. Extra storage options will be a future update. Well, that'd be neat. I would love... You don't need a lot. Like, I'm carrying an awful lot for someone with only 4 pockets, assumedly. We've got glass bottles, we've got meats, cookies, apples. We have a lot on our person. Come on, keep up. I don't want you despawning this time. So, the carrier weight itself being, what, 13 pounds? I think just actually would be just shy of 12 pounds if it's 24 kilo. 2.2 pounds a kilo, isn't it? But again, like, if you just added in... I put, like, that little satchel thing there on the side, right? But that's purely cosmetic. If you put in a functional satchel, or even saddlebags on the horse and stuff like that... Oh... Okay, I'm not here to, like, give ideas or suggest features and stuff, but... Could you imagine if improved saddlebags on the horse became functional? And then it was a system where you didn't improve your own storage, but instead stashed things on the horse to carry more. So your pocket stayed at like 24 or 21 or something. And then if I pick up too much of a thing, the saddlebags on the horse are what I end up using to store more. That would be neat. I like tedious things like that, don't at me, okay? Probably just suggested the worst idea to everyone else, and I'm just sat here like, I think that's cool. Oh! Yeah, right. It's kilograms weigh less number than pounds. Of course, I did it backwards. What's that, this calculator? I have a bad habit of doing numbers backwards for no reason. Arizona, you're gonna need to do better at keeping up. Look, you got a doggy interested. Go up. How you doing, doggy? Okay, apparently the dog didn't even want to say hi. Well, I don't want to say hi to it either. Come on, Arizona, we're halfway there. Okay, 12 pounds in my pockets was a lot. 50 is overkill. But I'm not unhappy. Like, you know, more the merrier kind of situation. I still like my idea of putting stuff in saddlebags in order to offload them from your own pockets, though. And then the saddlebags you put on your horse are the carry weight bonuses sort of thing. Which is actually, that's not too far off how it works in base game. I recently got my saddlebag upgrades because of my job rank 5 upgrade. The downside is that it's not as tedious. Saddlebags just give you bigger pockets. So functionally it's just instead of picking up 10 herbs, I pick up 20, and they're on me, not the horse. But that extra step of like stowing it on the horse I think would be good in-game, in-universe stuff for me. I love that sort of weird stuff. Ba-ba-ba. Northeast of Riggs Station, you can trade other stuff you pick up from the animals. That was loud? Uh-oh, what was loud? I believe extra storage options. ERP allows you to access your horse saddlebags, which is neat. I think keeping them separate, and therefore functional storage, and therefore an ability to empty your pockets and put stuff on your horse for sale later.
Gunshots last night. Screaming too. Ladies.
I'm getting used to seeing more bad than good.
24 is 52 pounds. Use Google.
Hello, miss.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Don't see that every day.
That's not a crime, is it? I wasn't watching where my horse was. I come a little bit this way, Arizona.
Show some pride in how you look, dang it!
You alright? It hasn't been good.
Oh, the pickup sound was loud. It was quiet, wasn't it? Ba-ba-ba. Per its previous comments are in other service saddlebags. It would be neat. I don't know. There's a... Yeah, I just forgot. Hey, I can't put this away. How long does stuff stay on the ground like this? Because obviously I've got big game on me. I can't carry that. We're 24.15 now. We're even more over.
Watch one of the deputies let a
Does
fella
it go
out of jail
up or
for a
down?
bottle of whiskey. Wasn't even the expensive stuff.
Ooh, it goes down.
Well,
That's enough.
that's so.
I wish I could see how much it weighed. But yeah. Can I pick it up? Staring at a lady, apparently. That is so much of a... I guess I can't take it. I don't really know selling the bottles back or how to refill those. I haven't tried either. Oh yeah, the server's shutting down in 20 minutes. So you're carrying a pocket rat. I'm not, admittedly not sure why.
A couple of farmers saying their crops might be getting the blight again.
I'm ignoring it because I don't know how to deal with the fact I picked up a pocket rat. Should be like Death Stranding where you carry the world on your back. That's another game I started playing and never finished, isn't it? Well, we're currently starting Red Dead and we're not going to finish that either until the sequel comes out, and then we can continue not finishing it when the sequel's out. Horse storage in TRP is entirely separate. The zoom in and animation for you opening on the horse. Very nice. Time to litter those glass bottles. Is there no way to sell them? Because I don't... Look at... Glass water is Dirt cheap. I should just be dropping them, shouldn't I? Is there a way to sell to this guy? No. I'm seeing a lot of these in Blackwater. An old hillbilly just ran in here, held me at gunpoint and stole me 40 canned goods? Are you sure you right? Hillbilly. 40 canned goods. 40. I didn't misread that, did I? Oh, we're secretly $5 away from affording a canoe. I can't buy worms. Can't sell bottles. Stuff despawns pretty quick, so leaving bottles on the floor doesn't seem like the worst.
How's everything going?
Let's go cook this rabbit up. Oh, we've actually secretly got big game on us. Let's cook that up. So, Rick's Trader, northeast of Rick's Station, I take it. Even he's called the Rick's Trader. There's other pelt traders. I swear there's one in St. Denis, which is where I'm planning to head, isn't there? And this guy, okay, completely, so, is he broken? The farm market? The farmer's market trader hasn't had an interactable dialogue since I've seen him, but he's got an icon on the map. I suppose you could say the same, actually, for the baker, and Armadillo has an icon. I'm looking forward to the baker actually being interactable too, because I want to go get myself some baked goods. Alright. Can I cook? You don't mind if I borrow your fire, do you? He does. Ah, but here's the secret. Craft book, cookbook. Secret is, I just magically cook it. And it's okay. At the campfire, you see? You see? I don't see big game. I had big game meat on me. What happened to it? Hey. 4. Didn't I open up this menu like 2 minutes ago and have big game meat while I was out in the wild? Oh, give me that rabbit. We're making dinner tonight one way or the other before we head off. Do they still do the same animation? Oh no. Good enough. They still do the same animation, apparently. Okay. I don't know. Well, we could probably just sell that back to the butcher. Get a $2. If actually, we might. If we get $5 from that. So, I now have plenty meat. Which will do. Food.
Looks like you're gonna have some good eating tonight.
I hope so. What is the rabbit? Bird, mutton? I didn't check what it was. Cooked game meat. I think that counts, right? Gamey meat. It is... What am I doing wrong? Where did it go? I've done this twice. What? I'm not imagining that I'm taking this meat. Okay, no. I didn't think you picked it up because there was one on the ground and there was one in my pockets. And I 100% just confirmed something is happening with the meat when I open the cookbook. Because it's not there in the regular inventory either now. Do I need this? It says trade for provisions, right? No? food. I got 15 minutes to find out how to get dinner, apparently. It didn't drop out on the floor. I've got 2 kilograms free at the moment. But both times I have opened up that cookbook and lost the food the moment I open it. We had big game. I know we had big game. And the moment I click craft, it's just not there. Wait, hang on. It now says I don't have enough ingredients. Oh, I've done something horribly wrong, haven't I? It opened up the menu when I click craft. What does that mean? Is that because I didn't have enough inventory space? And I've just sort of... I've sent it to the clothes shop dimension, haven't I? Just walk to a fire and use the G menu. I thought the same logic, but didn't work for this fire. And I don't have the materials to make. I could have just used the stovetop. Okay. So... need to go hunting again before nightfall. You know what, bugger? We'll bring the rabbit back later. We're going hunting. Slow down. Calm down. That's better. Okay. I will try and use a regular stovetop instead then. I could trade for provisions, but I still need that extra $5, so I need something else either way for the canoe. Traders are dotted over. There's also a trapper at Rick's, which is the one you sell most of your inventory animal drops to. Trapper is the one I put it. Rick's station is on the way back to not to Armadillo. Rick's station is on the way back to St. Denis, isn't it? Or is it up north? Hey, I'm so used to one being my rifle button. Here's the catch though, is I still have full inventory. Gonna go for the number 2. It's gonna be a number 1 anyway if we go for the number 2, so... we'll get, what? Barely 6 for that? Oh, if there is a pelt trader in town, you know what? We should plan that. Gatherer trader, that's for herbs. We've got hunting, photography, farmer's market guide doesn't seem to work. Art station, I may have to... meat, fish and animal parts trader. I tried buying from him, I didn't try selling to him. We'll try that. And I'm sorry, Arizona, but you're getting another deer. Bloodied and bare on your back. I do apologize. I'm watching the map freak out on my phone. The UI in RedM seems to be a little awkward, but the fix for... oh, let's just put that away. What are we doing? 24 out of 24? But I have meat. So... we technically can just go cash this in and use a stove this time and see if we can't cook meat that way. We'll take a trip to the butcher, then to the meat vendor guy, then we'll go cook just in case it was inventory overload. Never use the cookbook, just walk to fires. So, Cookbooks are expensive. Is it worth selling it? I got 10 minutes to get dinner. Doesn't it say butcher trade for positions? It does. I assume what happens is you trade the carcass in and it gives you like 1 or 2 meat. It's something I'll mess with later. Is that a possum? Possum or a snake? I don't see it, but Arizona wasn't freaked out, so... Oh, you know what? I'm keeping the hat on, because it's raining. I don't need to get my hair wet. The hat will survive. This weather came in out of nowhere. Don't cook till you have free space just in case. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We'll sell all our stuff first, then try cooking. The real question is why you killed a rat and then picked it up. I was homeless in Saint Denis for a week, okay? I waited for that train for a week. You really want to know why I have a rat in my pocket and why I'm ignoring it? It's because I considered eating it. I didn't. I should throw it out. But I'm ignoring it. Because if I pretend I never picked it up, I never have to think about the fact I considered eating it, okay? Doggy, you're in trouble if you sit there. I'm sorry. Dios. It's like a weird composite mechanic with the horse. I'm sorry, Doggy. He seems pretty chill about it, to be fair. Okay, so $6? Thank you. That one was worth a bit more. Arizona, I need you to flip. Come here. Arizona, where's the rabbit? Oh! Right, I needed you to flip. I'm just having one of those moments, okay? Rabbit goes for $9. Nice. Alright. Look at you almost hitching yourself. Hey? Like the rain? Come on. I gotta go over to this guy. And I am getting animation locked into the porch. Hang on. Just gonna jump on your horseback here. It's easier to do that. The rat's gonna become my pet. Well, until it starts smelling worse. I don't suppose you're interested in any of this stuff? Oh no, I gotta know what I have on me? Crab, crawfish, cedar, blue jay, bat, cardinal bird, chipmunk, moose antlers, panther tooth. Oh, I don't have panther. I have, cougar. What was that for? Is that $1 each? I'll take it. I've got a rabbit's foot too. Pronghorn horn. I've got a couple of those. For $3 each. Nice. If we have $150, we might be able to get ourselves a better boat. Wolf, tooth, elf, and I don't think I've actually ever killed a wolf. Elk antler. I don't think I've killed an elk. The bison might have been worth it in hindsight, but I never did really follow up on that. Animal fat, do we have any of that?
Have a lovely evening.
Frog legs. Don't have any of that. Raw seafood, raw stringy meat, uncooked big game. No, because I need to eat. Ooh, rabbit fur. Item sold rabbit fur. Raw mutton. Do I have a pleasant fur? No. Salmon, rock bass, rainbow trout, perch, catfish. This is all fish. So I don't know what else I have. That's a very awkward menu to navigate if you don't actually keep track of your own inventory. I've got pronghorn fur. Good. We can sell that. About 5 minutes. Uncooked big game. And we're still pretty much at capacity for carry weight here. You know what I should sell? I accidentally bought 2 bows because when I clicked buy, it closed the book. Where was it? Pronghorn horn. This is all... Okay, so they must be in order of type. So we've got antlers, tooth, eyes, tooth, 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 foot, foot, tooth, foot, foot. Oh, is this... No, this guy bought pelt. He bought... What was it? Rabbit pelt. Much less painful than pelt trader, though. Oh, you know what? All those berries. You raise a good point. Right over here. If we, my limit... I've limit tested the courthouse. My limit is this sidewalk. I go no further towards the courthouse than this sidewalk, and I should not crash. Somewhere here... I think it's that guy right there. It's a guy who's gonna buy my berries. 3 minutes.
Hey!
Thought there was supposed to
You
be
ain't selling
no
anything?
rest.
I'm looking to sell, not you.
Just a break, pal. Don't get funny.
I want to sell red raspberry. Don't tell me I have to click this 20 times. Can I spam it? I dare not risk it. I broke too many things. I will click as quick as I dare. Are you trying to become a fisher? Fishing as a hobby is how I would play it. Fishing for sustenance and as a hobby, not for profit or for career, for sure. The boat is meant to be something I rent.
Howdy. Are things well with you?
Oh, that's fine.
I just don't know.
Pray for you.
Not to me. I gotta stop. If I reply to every NPC and they're not talking to me and doing set dialogue, I'll get myself in trouble there. I've got currents, don't I? Yeah. Sage, thyme, I think I have yarrow. No. Sage. We're down to 19! Look at us! I still have the pronghorn fur, who I can't sell to that guy over there. In big game.
Howdy.
Right.
Hey,
I don't know where to find myself
How
a
are you?
stove, but I think
Ah,
I'm not loading in this close to the courthouse. I still don't
Goody.
trust loading into the courthouse, but we're gonna walk a little bit this way. And we're gonna log out. Here. I suppose I'll just be kicked. Actually, if... In a weird twist of irony, if I don't disconnect,
You have a good night, ma'am.
I get put back in the RedM client and can load back up. If I type quit,
Evening.
or even log
Why
out,
work when
log
there's
out would be the same
idleness
thing.
to be getting on with, huh?
I earned a break.
Log out takes me back to character select, but if I quit, it closes everything down. If I get kicked, it's back to the menu where I get to pick a server. Trapper is better for selling them? Much less painful than pelt trader, though. Trying to become a... We're halfway along our adventure! What has it been? We had chaos for the first hour. How frequently does the server restart, though? Well, like, I am certain it was a server restart that got me in trouble in the clothes shop in the first place. Ba-ba-ba. I also... So, I've got streamer mode enabled to hide personal details and all of that sort of stuff. I just like streamer mode. If I have the option, it's enabled because I can. However, as far as I can tell, there's no quick start button. There's no jump back in. There's no go. If I click play, it's the server list. So I don't understand what the point of hiding the server is if I then have to click, like I either show the list of favorites or click to show last connected. And then it shows it anyway? How do I silently connect if my intent is to not show the server? It seems like such a bit of a conflict of intent that I have to show the server I connect to start a server instead of just having a quick connect or... I mean, it even hides my ID here if I go to write a review. It's really neat. I love that there is the streamer mode thing, so... Stream sniping obviously being usually banned and heavily discouraged where it's not. Seems weird to... I don't know. I guess, so... If I were to think through, if I log into the server first... Although that wouldn't even make sense, because you have it in your title and you have it the banner. I don't know. It's like a... The streamer mode in RedM feels a little bit redundant is all. You would love to try out Red Dead 2, you're pretty much done with Fallout 76, but have so many other games in your backlog. Yeah, by day, I'm adding more games to my backlog too. Oh, hello, visual glitch. That's not disconcerting at all. I totally didn't check if the server was still offline. Good news, everyone! Ah! Ooh! The server okay, so I thought the server restart was on a timer. What you're telling me is that there are updates happening right as we speak, and there are now working saddlebags. We'll have to try them. Also, quite conveniently timed, considering I just started running into over-encumbrance. Hold right-click to look at your horse and press Q. Ooh, speaking of right-click to look at horse and pressing buttons, there has to be an easier way to brush your horse than opening up your inventory. Really not logging into test. So right now to brush your horse, you have to go all the way over here to tools, and your brush, if you use it, it's not in your hand, right? So to use the brush, you have to already be standing next to the horse, and then activate it from your inventory. There's no keybind for it, which is very sad. I feel like stuff hasn't loaded in yet. Right. But if I look at horse... Can you stop? You get so antsy while I'm here. I don't blame you for not trusting me, okay? I'm not the scary thing, I'm just on your back when the scary thing happens, right? Right? Don't you? Go for a bit of a walk this way. So, show info. It was me being dumb and having an admin for her capacity stuff. Eh? I'm not looking into this. Oh! You were just so that had nothing to do with the restart? You were just bugging them about the saddlebags? Alright. Also, are there any laws on littering? Show info. You say hold Q. Hold right click to look at your horse and press Q. Ah! Oh, wonderful. Okay, can I just, there we go. You know what? The fishing rod can go there too. What else do we not need? We don't need the bottles yet, but I'm a hoarder. Lovely. It's so much better than what I was doing before too. If I put the brush on the horse, there's probably a button for it too. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh. Bottles didn't go? Hang on. Transfer. Bottles can't go. I guess I do, like, okay, the storage bags are probably already full, let's be honest. The show info button opens up storage if you have a saddlebag on the horse. I do. I bought some weathered saddlebags because I do like them. There's gotta be a limit though. Or maybe certain things just can't go. Can I put the bow on? Apparently no, I can.
Morning, miss.
I mean, it moves. If I click and drag, that sure works. Does that mean that that's how the weapon holster works too? If I do that... Alright, let's... No? Okay. Also, I can sell the horse anywhere in the world by hitting enter while looking at it. It makes me so sad and terrified that I'll do that accidentally with stuff on it. There's still no brush button though. Oh, you know what's really weird? If I feed Arizona, right now if I feed her an apple, I can hold B to brush her. The prompt appears while you're feeding, but not any other time as far as I can tell. Okay, so the bottles are back in my pockets. The second bow is back in my pocket. We're gonna have to go sell. Alright, you know what I need to do then? Alright, so we can't access the saddlebags while we're on the horse. Hang on.
Such weather.
I did buy saddlebags. Why don't I have them on the horse? We'll go to the stable and figure that out. So the brush on the horse doesn't do it. We'll take the fishing rod off, too. Does that mean I can then put a rifle in the holster? It's sure gone. Yes, okay, so the saddlebags just have a hidden carry limit. But it's not in the holster. I don't need the bottles and I don't need... Is it a limit of 2 items? Actually, that would make so much more sense if it holds 2 items and nothing else. We are gonna find out where your saddlebags are gone. We have $193 after clearing out inventory though. So...
Hi.
Hello. 15 out of 24 is a lot more manageable too. And if we haven't got you saddlebags, we are getting you some saddlebags. Good morning. I am in the business of making sure I got saddles on my horse. Saddlebags on. Why? Oh, remove equipment's a button there. Just noticed. Saddlebags. So one of these would be ticked because I own it, right? Upgraded used, regular. Brown owned. Okay. They weren't equipped, but there they are. I also feel like I bought Arizona a better stirrup than that. Not from there. From here. There was one that was like... Oh, no, not stirrup. Bridle. All the stuff I've been buying just not been equipped. That's the one I bought. The other thing I bought that I've not been able to figure out how to use is the holster. Pretty sure there's only one, and it's that horrible light grey. She's got the wrong bridle on again, though. Bridle doesn't seem to be applying. I remember seeing someone type about that for their horse as well, too. You've got a fair amount on. Going to hunt a lot to limit test a little before visiting Trapper Pelt Trader.
Hello, lady.
So now we've actually got the saddlebags equipped. Don't hit the horse. Thank you. Let's find out with the saddlebags equipped. You are so antsy every time. You are so antsy every time I call you. Can't even blame the horse either. Alright, so what stays? Ooh, okay. So we just didn't have saddlebags equipped this whole time. And now that I'm looking at it, my bedroll's gone too. And the bridle's back to the original. I can't seem to get the bridle to change. It's not the end of the world, but... I did spend money on it. Until I figure out what to do with the yeast and the flour, I would like to try putting the shotgun in there, but the holster doesn't seem to hold it. And for now, I think that'll do. I'm tempted just to give Arizona the apples as well, but it's what it is.
Hi.
And that seems to have worked. She's held on to everything now that she's got the saddlebags. The bed was gone, and the bridle's unchanged. The holster doesn't have the shotgun. And I can't seemingly equip the shotgun from the horse. It is stored completely out of reach in inventory there. Which is way less appealing. So, shotgun being in a menu, an entire menu away, mind you. I think I'm gonna keep it on my person. How much does it weigh? Oh, hello. 3.5 kilo for the shotgun. But at least on my person I can still equip it. I don't have to get off the horse and equip it manually. I will say, it's not as easily and readily accessible as I was hoping, but having extra steps in the way is probably something I'm going to appreciate more, because one of my biggest issues with Red Dead Online, I'm actually currently saving up for the weapons locker. Because there will be so many times where I'll get on my horse and I'll press my rifle button and it won't grab out my rifle, it'll switch my rifle. The mechanic I would like is to get my current rifle out, but instead the game goes, well, obviously we've got 3 rifles here, so we're going to cycle to the next rifle in the list and pull that one out instead. I have gotten into more trouble than it's worth pulling up the varmint rifle, the 22 rifle, simply because I wasn't paying attention during combat and I just pressed 1 to pull out my gun. Having that extra step get in the way between me switching weapons,
What on earth are you doing?
that's not the worst. The things that I rarely use, like the 22, it'd be great to keep it out of my weapon cycle. So, we are going to go looking for a cheap boat, and we are going to go... Actually, yes, but we're going to go cook some food first. I just need to find out where we're going to do that. 125 for a tree trunk canoe. I think I'd rather one of these. Alright, so we can afford 3 boats. The pirogue, or the tree trunk canoe. I'm at least going to take something that resembles a boat and not a tree trunk. I think the one that's actually painted is going to be fine by me. What's a boat's name? I didn't think that was going to be an option. Okay. How's this for a suggestion? What if we name the boat Lady Luck? I don't really plan on having a name with much meaning, but Lady Luck, please be kind is all that comes to mind here. The SS not sinking. I think Lady Luck, please be kind. Makes the most sense to me. Given what week I've had. It has been hard. Hard week. Off we go. Sure, there's somewhere around here we can cook up some meat. Okay, I'm doing a U-turn. I gotta remember that that courthouse over there is death. So, should we try the doctor's office? It's technically the closest thing I've got to a home at the moment. For all intents and purposes, I am still technically homeless.
Oh, hell, the missus has me out hunting damn near every day. Wants to...
Wants to what? I mean, I wasn't eavesdropping or anything, but no, continue, don't mind me. Maybe the general store will have something to cook on. I'm gonna have to buy more water too while we're there anyway, so we'll stop at the general store. Right, I need a couple of apples for Arizona. And I'll buy some cured meat for the trip. And some water. I don't have enough space. Well, I like that I can actually not overbuy. How heavy is water? Oh, that's not weight, that's 10 capacity. Interesting. Alright. We'll have 9 of those left, that's plenty. And I'll buy... These are worth 40 and 35 each. If you don't need them... Maybe you do. Maybe you still need them when you use a workbench, normally. Like it still references the item in your inventory, perhaps.
Yeah, all right. I have to say.
Awesome. He's not actually usable? Are you telling me that guy was an NPC this whole time? Oh no, crafting. Yeah, that worked.
Hola.
I made 1 roasted big game
they
meat.
paying you to do that?
Life goes on. Lots of hard work.
Roasted
Very
game
little
meat. Do we still
reward.
have it on us? No. We have roasted big game meat and jerky. The jerky and 1 of the bread. Bread cost $2 and did that? Okay. There's something like... You gotta turn bread into bait or something, surely, because that was horrid.
Howdy. Try not to exhaust yourself.
No sense overworking yourself.
Alright. So...
Hello.
Next up is gonna be figuring out how to use the boat. And that's what the stoner to let you know, or to let you cook on a stove you don't know. I kind of just figured that was like the town crafting area. I've got MMO brain at the moment. I was like, oh, that's obviously where you go to craft. But yeah, you're right. That's probably out there for sale. Alright, Arizona. You're staying here. I will meet you on the other side of the lake. Okay? Behave.
There.
So this is the boat shop.
Another day, just like the rest.
How do I get a
I'm
boat?
finding out that
You
that's
have a
just
pro-
Well, how do I get the boat? Own boats. Lady Luck. You're a different color. Hold on. I didn't get you in that color. What's that? Tints, liveries, prop sets, lanterns, extras. Okay, what's a... No lantern component. Okay. Extras. No extras. Prop sets. Prop set 1 for $10. Oh, that's like stuff in the boat. That's neat. Liveries. None. Can I at least paint it? I thought I was getting it painted with a white stripe on the top. Okay, well... It's just yellow. I don't really want it to be yellow. Point 2, it looks the cleanest, and it is meant to be a new boat. Oop. Lady Luck, spawn boat. How did I get in that? Do I need to running jump at it or something? Clearly you're just meant to swim. Alright. Not much for it, I suppose. At least it's a warm day. I am putting my hat back on though, because it's a warm day. Oh, look at that, you build up speed. Oh, boat mechanics! Oh no! I don't need 2 games with decent boat mechanics. It's hard enough playing Valheim with boat mechanics, because I can spend hours in those boats. So, am I being carried out towards the river? It looks like I'm being swept to the right. My plan was paddle back to Saint Denis, and it was going to be a day trip, and I feel like I've done it just in the mid-afternoon, and we're going to get there at nightfall. But such are my poor decisions, okay? I also can't change my hat while in the boat. What I get in the boat wearing is what I wear. But our goal is that place over there. We did get carried a little bit out. There was like a little bit of a current heading out that way. I am gonna get myself in serious trouble. Look, I have planned this trip for several days, in server and out. Because I need to head back to Saint Denis to look for a little bit of work. And this is my plan. I figured it's something different than spending 10 minutes on horseback. We could spend half hour on a boat. But I don't know, the way the rest of my week's gone, I'm just getting really terrible vibes about how this is going to turn out. We'll see though. Let's have a look. Technically speaking, I could dock at Rhodes. There's even a house over here we could borrow as a docking point. I am totally being carried by the water. I'm facing a different direction. We have a boatyard over here, though. So, we'll head through the little tiny bit of land there. And we'll hit the boatyard. I assume it's probably the Braithwaite Manor boatyard itself. This server is like any of the others, you know, don't go straight across the middle of the lake. Stick nearest the sides, there will be black holes in the water in some places. Oh no. How do the... Okay, so if we stay where the boats are going though, NPC boats would fall through the black holes, wouldn't they? Are the black holes visible? What happens if you fall in one? I have so many questions. Is it safe to assume that that boat would avoid them? Or if it doesn't avoid them, I would see it fall in the water, right? Glad I read that before we got too far out. That's like a trawler. Garbage trawler almost. I want that boat. That boat's neat. My plan was to cut straight across, but I suppose once we get past a certain point, we'll be okay. And if we do stick close to this bit of land, we might be okay too. That boat's all the way out there in the dead center. I won't try my luck because we don't need another insanity break. I'm not gonna push my luck. Honestly, I wasn't worried about black holes in the water. I was more worried about sharks or seals or something. If I fall through a black hole, that's the last thing I need. Because at this point, we are headed absolutely barreling towards an insanity arc for this character. Unless I decide to decanonize all the stuff that's obviously just game-breaking bugs, we are headed at lightning speed towards this character being admitted. Which, I have to say, that's a much more interesting way to sunset a character than just disappeared looking for family. MacGuffin came back and... Plus, it'll be interesting. Again, I'm not going to force it, but if we keep having this character go through unnatural events, at some point I just have to stop telling other people to watch out for the tree monster. Don't go to tall trees. I've seen what I can do. Suddenly, sea serpent. I used to have the sea serpent sound alert. That would be a good timing for that right now. Got rid of it because back in the days it was sound alerts only allowed 5 channel point redemptions, and the sea serpent and the abomination both were 2 out of the 5. I think I still have those kind of there's a lot of stuff on the channel that's ended up being neglected a little bit, but I like the music again. It's just very, very opportunistic. You don't get a chance for chase music in every game, and you don't even get a chance for chase music half the time anyway. But I don't... It's one of those things, I say neglect it, because I don't... it's just sort of been left there to sort of sit away. I don't really have a replacement for it though, like if I was going to replace stuff like the chase music. I'll find something eventually, I'm sure. Especially now that I have double these sound alerts for channel points, I should be adding stuff anyway. That was the worst time to be completely silent because I was eating a cookie. I saw Tone come in with the raid. Hello, Tone! How was your stream? More Diablo 4 today? Good bit! How are you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for coming in, Tone. Oh, quick second. I can't actually AFK row. You can AFK ride a horse, but not AFK row. But what I can do... I think I was testing whether shout out overlay was working, right? Does this mean it's not working? Alright. Sad to say, I'm gonna kill it. Because it hasn't loaded anything, so...
Hello there!
I can get that one to work, though. That's a big boat! Oh, no! What's going on? Do you guys mind? That is scary close. Do you not have a horn or something? Or are you just trying to freak me out? Damn tugboat almost ran me over. That would have been an awkward way to leave the day. Looks like the shoutouts overlay didn't want to load though. Game looks a lot smoother now. It still isn't perfect, but it is leagues better than No Man's Sky still streams. I will take what I can get because being able to stream this is kind of a bit of a dream come true for me. Especially RedM, because the base, and it's been torture too because the game runs beautifully. I have had the game running ultra silky smooth FPS. It has been gorgeous to play this game, but the moment I opened OBS in the past, it gutted itself. I would still get smooth frames, but I couldn't show you any of it. You would see 15 at best back in the day. But the fact I've managed to finally get it, the stream this good, even with the downsides that I get occasionally, I am ecstatic. It has been brilliant to finally just be able to play Red Dead, especially because I have kind of been playing this game non-stop for like a month now. So persisting through and getting it working on stream has been a blessing because I've been addicted to this game. Being able to stream it is absolutely a blessing because it means I can still be addicted to this game and I can get back into streaming properly again. Now, right through this, I think it is straight ahead that we need to go, and there's a boatyard on the other side. More grinding, leveling up, no luck with loots. Is there a level... So let me get the camera away from the boat so it's a little quieter. When you are leveling up, loot is leveled, isn't it? So, if you're level 60 and you find a piece of loot that you want, it's going to be level 60, isn't it? It's not like all the legendary stuff is preset levels, is it? If you find a unique, you then have to go find it again later on in Diablo. I don't know how docking the boat is gonna work. And we have a long ways to go. So far though, sticking next to boats has been okay for avoiding black holes. If there are any, mind you. Some people play Red Dead Redemption and they get into gunfights and become bandits and rob banks and rob trains, and Dutch probably does a few very questionable criminal things, and there's a lot of adventure happening in other people's Red Deads. Me, I'm in a boat for half hour. Welcome to my channel, where we enjoy being in boats for long periods of time. That's my curse. matter what I do, I can never escape the boat. Probably a good 40... I actually genuinely do think a good 30 or 40% of my time spent in Valheim over my 1,000 hours has been in a boat. Oh, drops follow the world tier, not your level. It's all RNG, the mobs follow your level. Good to know. Because that means there's standardization to the loot. You don't have to worry about your loot being under-leveled or something. One of the problems with ESO, well, generally speaking, it's one of the problems with games that have loot tables like that, is they level to your character. In ESO, to be fair, once you hit your level cap or loot drops, you're fine. Shallow. What I get for not watching where I'm going. But it's still, I mean, the issue of like, hey, I've got the perfect piece of loot, but it's one level too low, or it dropped at a level you can't use competently or competitively, so... Not the biggest problem, because once you are 2 level... Can I equip my lantern? Hang on. I'm being washed ashore here. I can't put a lantern on this boat, but I can sure put one at my feet. I see the boatyard all the way over there, but tide is coming in apparently. The weird way of sitting in the boat would be exhausted. It would be killer on the knees for sure. Our trip is taking slightly longer than planned. So wish I could just be AFK on the boat a little bit, because I really want to get up and get a Pokemon opening myself, actually. I can only imagine. Oh, actually, it's kind of nice. We're in the midst of twilight here. The moon's already out, the sun's gone down, and it's still 20 degrees out. It's actually quite a nice warm summer night. Oh! Yes, if you are still lurking, down next to my money and the people number, there's a little symbol that changes. I've seen a pear, I've seen leaves, and I've seen something else that I couldn't figure out what it was. Is that the season? And if so, if that's the season, we're in fall at the moment, does that affect the weather? Because I've not really noticed the days getting hotter or warmer. Normally they top out at high 20s and they bottom out at low 5s. Yeah, low 10s. I'm good with numbers. I don't know. The symbol next to the number of people is always... It seems like a season. But I've not paid enough attention to see how frequently it changes or whether it's even on some kind of pattern or not. Oh, weird. What is that? Well, it can leave me alone, that's what it is. Once we're ashore, I don't know how to dismiss the boat, I assume we'll go to a boatyard like this. And instead of summon, it'll say dismiss. Oh. That's no sign of crocs so far. Yeah, well... Claudette doesn't know that those are here yet. Well, thankfully, didn't run into any panthers, crocodiles, alligators, anything. We haven't even technically been attacked by a water snake or a regular snake. I was committed to doing this bit, since it was Claudette's plan when she originally heard that there was work back in Saint Denis. But yes, you are right. There are scaly, wriggly buggers in here. Oh, the tide is totally carrying me in super fast here. Come on. Is that where we need to go? So yeah, I'm kind of glad that there's none in the area, at least at the moment. Especially because a little further along the coast... I'll show you real quick. A little further along the coast, this is all swampland. Like, this is marshy, boggy swampland. All of this. And I hadn't really explored the map super in depth to find out whether or not that came around to this side as well. Thankfully, seems like our biggest problem at the moment is going to be sea snakes. If we aren't swimming, if we're in the boat, we should be safe. We have, however, made it to our destination. Do you mind if I dock here? It's a little late out. Do you mind if I tie my boat up? Evening. You don't mind if I leave my boat here for overnight? Well, I'm going to anyway. NPCs can't talk back, so they said yes. Don't jump in the water. Oh, thank you. Lady Luck be kind. Delete? Delete. The text at the bottom says sell it for 41.68. We're not deleting. I'm just gonna leave it there. Good enough, right? Alright. The gloves would have been great in hindsight. Put the shoes back on and the coat.
Good day, miss.
Oh, hang on. Typed that wrong. Or not. I can't take it off my lantern. Lantern belt doesn't take it off. I'm gonna grab it out again, but...
I heard that.
Arrived a little later than I thought I would. Braithwaite Manor. Open. You know what? It's gonna take it off. I love how the coat you buy still acts like you've got a pistol holster there. This is the manor of the house. It's Santon. Technically, I am on owned land here. You have to be. That guy's got a rifle. I hope I'm not imposing. No way. Oh, I forgot. Playing music means I'm placing a scene, and I gotta be careful about hitting my play music button. Lovely place, though. How much customization do you get over properties when you buy them? Gorgeous house. I know the building itself is in the base game because I've robbed that barn more times than I can count. Not in this version, though. Or is it that barn I've robbed? I've robbed one of them barns. I'm pretty sure it's that one. 98% sure it's that barn that I've robbed for Capital. Alright, this property is quite expansive. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get out of the property. I knew that's where the bird docks were, but... kind of a little lost. This is Moonscar Estate. I think is technically the place that was offering work. 3,000? That's cheap. 14,500 down there in the swamplands. And apparently 10,000 here. 4,000 there. I could almost afford that. 1,000. Ooh, there is a dirt cheap place for sale over here in Rhodes. $1,000. I can actually afford that. Wow. So, if we work in Saint Denis, we can buy a house in Rhodes. It's not my ideal location, but it's at least a home, and we don't have to keep asking for help and handouts then. So, this is southeast. I need to head proper east. I'm going to avoid summoning my horse magically. Which means we are on foot. We stabled Arizona back at Blackwater. I'm gonna go to a stable to get Arizona back out. I'm not just gonna assume she ran the whole way here. It's silly. Imposed limitations. Arbitrarily imposed limitations on my character. I wouldn't do that. Why would I do that? Oh! A lovely little campfire someone had going out here. 20,000 for this place. Oh, makes me dread what the $1,000 house looks like. Although, hey, location. I figure if you're the groundskeeper at Braithwaite Manor, maybe that place for 20k is just peachy. Does kind of look like the groundskeeper's hut. Probably shouldn't be walking through the cotton fields here, but... Sure it was 1,000 and not 10,000? Yes. 3 zeros. I'll check again in a bit. Is there a gate over here? Let me check my map, actually. What's all this, then? Was someone having a Halloween event? Torches and hay bales stacked up in weird shapes. Okay, the gate is over there. So we need to head through the hay bales anyway. The house for 1,000 is north of roads. No, not north, south. The house up the north is 4,000. This one is 1,000. 3 zeros. So unless that's a typo, I might actually be able to afford that, I don't know. I thought too. 1 sec. Morning? Sunday morning? Never thought putting on woolly nightgown would take so much effort. Sleeves not meant to have jackets and some. Oh, hey! So, I found someone who does Red Dead costumes up. I don't know... In these servers, in the roleplay servers, I'm not actually sure how many of the items from the base game are in it. But she does all of her stuff in Red Dead Online. Insane to me, because some of those hats cost like $400. But she's been playing since release and basically has the whole game purchased and unlocked, including all the rare limited items and timed releases and stuff like that. And she has an Instagram where she posts them all. I figured, since I am kind of like these battle encampments. Let me quickly Google when the Civil War happened. Has it happened yet? Is this Civil War reenactment? Is it too early for that? It's probably too soon to do that, right? You probably can't do a Civil War reenactment. What are they though? It really does look like battle encampments though. Is the owner of Braithwaite Manor expecting to be besieged? When we get back to St. Denis, I'm going to check whether there are any notes. I'll head to the post office and make sure that there's no big news happening. It might just be a room, but for $1,000 compared to that shack over there for 20k, I'll take a room with a chair and a bed for 1,000. That shack did not look super fancy. I ain't picky. The roof over my head is more than enough at this point, but there's something to be said for the quality of the roof over your head, at least. This really does look like they've got full war reenactments going. What's the sign say? At Elbro's corn farm, no trespass. I apologize if I had been trespassing. I've come at an odd hour, but I do believe it was under some kind of invitation. perhaps... Well, a loose invitation. Inviting myself in was not part of that invitation, but we'll come looking back at a later date. Right now, we're gonna go to Saint Denis. Stables first, and we'll head to the... It's a pig! A bloody big pig screamed at me and scared me. But we'll head to the stables. I can get Arizona out of the stables, and then we can go to the newsagent and check any of the news that we may have missed on our travels. After that, we'll have to figure out what we're going to do for work here. Hunting wasn't so poor work as what I was thinking. The cougars across the lake sold for $2.50. But the deer, even the poor deer, sold for $6. Probably much better value out of the meat. Even so, $2 for a cougar doesn't seem worth the risk, and that kind of put my hopes down a little bit for hunting being worth much. Knowing you can get carcass for upwards of 10 ain't so bad. Probably won't be hunting here. I'm sure we can find something to keep ourselves busy. That is a large turkey. What are they? They're very fat. Whereas they eat well over here. And how far do we have to travel? We've got the whole... It's not even a peninsula, but there's like a whole cove out here we gotta travel around, don't we? I'm glad I checked my map because we are going the wrong way. If I'd been looking at the map sooner, we could have saved ourselves a little bit of strife there. I don't know how rough I want to get. But we could just cut across through the trees here. Can't believe it's so easy to do. This is why I try holding myself to these arbitrary standards. When I first started streaming, I was saying all sorts of things like I don't want to use the GPS marker on the map, I want to try and like impact or recognize landmarks and stuff like that. It's so easy just to slip. Hey, it's welcome in. We're playing on RedRockRP at the moment. I think I should have it in the title, but I know sometimes the stream title is hard to read on mobile, so... Especially when you write longer titles like I often do. Oh, don't stare at it like that. I want to strafe sideways. Oh, the fuck! was that about? Bloody well hurt. Should have known he was up to something when he looked at me weird. Cookie! And that means... What? The bot's not broken. I'm gonna try and avoid the pigs now, I suppose, though. More pigs over there. One over there. Pig 1, bird 0. But I'm gonna call that a tentative stalemate, because he ran away from the fight. So I'm the only one left in the ring at that point. Or it definitely doesn't work, because that's the overlay, sadly. Actually, that's a fair point. I should get bored out of the... Hey, you just walked over that, hey? Leave me alone. Walk away. I need to get out of this pig-infested area. But that's a fair point. I can't have bored in the stream title because it doesn't work. Oh, it's not! Enlist help Cookie hide tall trees. I don't have board in there. But why did Cookie not work? What? You're not real. But why aren't you doing Cookie? I know I added Cookie. I guess I didn't. I am getting so horrible at figuring out what commands I've made and where I've put them. I have been typing in the wrong channels half of this week. Alright, Cookie's gotta go. That's not a command. Alright. Stay over there. Oh, that's a tree trunk. I thought that was a pig! Oh, what on earth? The bot just died. Why is Stream Elements announcing that? Is my bot actually dying? Okay, bot having a moment. Bot just doing a little bit of a weird one.